So I think this was really, really good for improving our support staff's kind of buy-in and trust with Guru. And that's essential because we need them to feel like totally confident in the answers that they're getting. And then we need the users to feel confident in the answers that they're receiving in the end. So a few months ago, we expanded our offering to a Canadian market, where bureaucratic processes related to estate administration differ significantly from the US. And we really wanted to ensure that this new content that we were building out did not interfere with our US content, and vice versa. So we created custom pages and designated knowledge agents for each market. And we now direct our care team to the relevant page and that linked knowledge agent when searching on behalf of a user. That way, they're not going into the general Guru bot and searching, how does this work in Canada? And then, potentially getting some misinformation there. And also just like the having them separate really helped with buy-in. It made our support staff like much more able to see the value in Guru and more able to, I think, feel trusting of the answers that they were getting. This is our Canada page. What's really cool also, and I know this is a knowledge agent showcase, not a pages showcase, but I do think they're really like they work very well together. So we've loved being able to link those knowledge agents to their respective pages. And also we got to sort of like mess around with the page and do like use our empathy branding. So that was really cool. And it really makes it so that these pages and then the knowledge agents work very seamlessly as part of that support staff's workflow. Yeah, so as an example, if a user wants to know about probate fees in Ontario, for example, our support team can then navigate to the Canada page, as you can see, like on the left here where I already am, and then ask the Canada bot. So yeah, now you see the suggested answer. Yes, Ontario imposes probate fees based on the value of the estate, and then gives you a little bit of information about what you might need to know. Yeah, and as a spoiler, this is the correct answer. We have like our Canada bot and our US bot here. And we have it set up so that any Canada specific content is linked only to the Canada bot, as you might expect, and US specific content is linked only to the US bot. And then also we got really specific and wanted to sort of direct the knowledge agent to be extra sensitive to province specific and state specific information. It was one of the things that we were worried about most when we were transferring information over into Guru in the first place. And then when expanding to Canada, just concerned that the agent might generalize any province-specific information to the broader country. So we just made sure to point that out, and that's worked really well. As you can see, we said like, pay careful attention to any subtle differences between provinces, and then called out each of the provinces. In Canada, this was much easier because there are not 50 of them. In the US, we just gave an example. So I think this has been great. And again, like improving the trust in Guru and that buy-in has been huge for us. It means that we've been able to outsource so many more of these questions, whereas previously they'd come to me or to someone else that was able to answer any like research requests. So that's been awesome. I think the searchability also has really improved. We very rarely now get a question where no direct answers yield. And that's really great as well. It means that people are able to search very quickly, and if they're on the phone with a user, without having to go in and like sort through Canada specific information or US information and find what they're looking for, they can go directly to that knowledge agent and ask and have an answer ready for a user live. So that's really awesome. And then I think also reducing the amount of irrelevant information that's cited. This has been a huge benefit as well of the knowledge agents. We were really worried, again, like I said, about province-specific or state-specific information getting confused. And as we expand, like even beyond Canada, I think this is going to be really helpful for, again, like sort of structuring that information so that we're making sure that none of it is getting sort of like clouded or there's no interference with information that's irrelevant or might not apply in that specific situation. So yeah, I think this is our first sort of iteration of this. We just have the two right now. But I think we're going to keep going because it's really been awesome to be able to um, separate that out, and also just like it flows very easily for our users in Guru, um, just
That's
directed
great.
right to those pages.